First one we can talk about is the EVO final registration numbers. Yeah, they actually posted out what are the highest ranking like leaderboards of all 12 fighting games for EVO 2026, and their final registration closed out last night at 11:59 p.m. Eastern. And yeah, we got the numbers, Mason. Usual like contenders, Street Fighter 6 and Tekken 8 at the top 2 right now, obviously. But then we're seeing like some change ups over here. 2xKO and everything down under will be like significant like change ups, because then Rivals of Aether 2 is at number 4, Guilty Gear Strive at 5, and Grand Blue Fantasy vs. Rising at 6. And the later half of the games are Fatal Fury, Invisible Versus, Vampire Savior, Blaze Blue Central Fiction, Under Night Inverse Sysless, and Virtual Fighter Revo World Stage. First off, poor Virtual Fighter, obviously. I know like one of the producers has made like thousands of like letters. I think like the recent one, they talked about like the recent change of like specific newly added game mechanics in Virtual Fighter 5 Revo. But of course, right, it's also at the same time not, because it's like, yo, when is that new Virtual Fighter, dog? How's the versus battle?
対戦モードに関しては格闘ゲームファンの皆様がやっぱり安心
Oh, they're beefy, bro. This is like some Street Fighter hit effects. Oh shit, damn.
Oh, this is a
要はしてるんですけど
2D stage, okay.
すぐに1対1が
Oh, there's both of them. Oh! Then we have Under Night, which is par for course. Blaze Blue Central Fiction, par for course. Vampire Savior, interestingly enough, is above Blaze Blue, Under Night, and VF. Guessing there's a lot of like cool VSAV representation. VSAV tournaments are pretty popular. We saw like how cool the game was in EVO Japan and in Combo Breaker, so that was really cool. Then we have Invincible Versus debuting at 8. Which is, yeah, I mean, you're not gonna get it to like at the top 6, no way. It is a good start. Fatal Fury at 7, which is pretty fascinating, I will say, but also at the same time not, because it goes to show like, let's say like moving on to like the top 6, I don't know how Grand Blue and Guilty Gear are getting a lot of like relevancy. Must be because of the new updates and stuff like that, probably like new characters. Rivals of Aether 2 getting up there, that's really like mind-blowing. We can say how many times like Fatal Fury City of the Wolves doesn't grab like, you know, a major like populace. We said this over and over again. Need I say more? No. But the fascinating one is like the top 6, and the top 6, their top 8s are going to be played at their main game setup, right? So all of these 6 games, starting from 1 to 6, will be at the main event, while the rest of these tournaments will like just have their smaller venues. But I'm surprised how many people showed up for 2xKO, Rivals of Aether. Of course, like I'm really shocked about like Rivals of Aether though, because like I had a lot of like Smash people say that it's really good, Jerry like included. Like it's a really like good sequel to the first one. And of course you have like more characters, right? This is just like echoes like a little bit of like Smash representation, right? Someone at like EVO must have really thought that like we need like a Smash like game in here. And it's not gonna be like Brawlhalla, because Brawlhalla has crazy collab characters, but no, nobody likes Brawlhalla, as considering like how EVO plays Rivals of Aether. No. Grand Blue Fantasy vs. Rising, I don't know what's going on like in that game though. I haven't touched that game since like ever. I haven't even bought the Rising update. Did they get like cool new characters? I know it's just like the same like what was it, Loane and that one like old alchemist bitch. I know a lot of people stopped playing Nier because I believe the nerfs for Nier, not 2B, but Nier the puppet character. 2xKO I'm surprised about being like at rank 3rd. I'm not playing a lot of 2xKO. Like the last time I played 2xKO was like Akali, and that was about it. And I just did like, you know, just some impressions about her, but she is pretty solid. Like we saw a little bit, not a whole bunch, but we saw I saw the top 8 of 2XKO, and yeah, Akali's and Yasuo's and Teemo's and Jinx's and Ari's were everywhere. Like they're like the top 5 like characters at the moment of like 2XKO. I'm surprised that like it's got a lot of like hype. Not surprising, it's like Street Fighter and Tekken though, because EVO is most of the time a Capcom sponsored event, and you're gonna have a lot of like Street Fighter players like coming in, you know? And this is not just like America, right? It's international. Everyone from around the globe is going to be, you know, hopping onto like Las Vegas and playing Street Fighter. From early successes to like Hinao to like goats like Xiaohai and Mena RD, bro, everyone just jumps on a plane, take a trip to Las Vegas and play for the #1 title of EVO 2026 for Street Fighter 6. And of course, like Tekken 8 is still there. It's also like international as well, but more so like in America, because a lot of homies over here really love Tekken. For example, the crowd at Combo Breaker, they were hooting and hollering, like more so than Street Fighter 6, because everybody loves Tekken. It makes sense, like in the American like perspective, by like Rivals of Aether, for example, again, got in here because it's like I see like visions of like Smash, past visions of Smash coming into like Rivals of Aether 2. You know, that's like one aspect of it. It would be funny to see like see it on main stage. I don't know if I'll watch it though, but I'm not 100% like convinced. I'll watch it for the sake of like, you know, curiosity, but that's about it. But yeah, the leaderboards for EVO 2026 top the 12 games is all here, and the late registration has closed off, and this is like how many, you can tell how many numbers are there based on like their ranking. We don't have the exact numbers, but you can estimate how many people are entering this game based on like how high up is like their ranking in the leaderboards.